Before there was life on earth, before the first sunrise painted the sky with brilliant hues, there was only the Creator, the Eternal One, whose very voice called the universe into existence with a thunderous bang that would echo through the ages. From that cosmic birth, a masterpiece was lovingly crafted, a world teeming with vibrant colors, majestic landscapes, and wondrous living creatures. And at the heart of this terrestrial paradise blossomed the Garden of Eden. It was here, in Eden's perfumed garden, that God formed Adam from the dust of the ground and breathed into him the breath of life. As Adam's eyes first fluttered open, he awoke to a world of awe, inspiring beauty, abundance, and perfect harmony with his Maker. God gave Adam the sacred charge of tending the garden, naming the animals, and enjoying its rich bounties. Every tree dripping with delectable fruit was available to Adam except one. "You may surely eat of every tree of the garden," the Lord God commanded, "but of the tree of the knowledge of good and evil you shall not eat, for in the day that you eat of it you shall surely die." So Adam lived in blissful fellowship with God, surrounded by Eden's splendor, with only a single restriction: do not eat from that one tree. But Adam soon discovered that tending the garden was simpler with a partner. So the Lord caused a deep sleep to fall upon Adam. He took one of his ribs and from it formed Eve, the first woman, the perfect complement to Adam. When he awoke, Adam rejoiced to receive this incredible gift from his Creator, a helper suitable for him. For a time, Adam and Eve dwelled in paradise, enjoying sweet communion with God and one another, obeying their Maker's wise command to subdue the earth and fill it with a race of image-bearers. But a deadly foe lurked in their midst, waiting to strike. Now the serpent was more crafty than any other beast of the field that the Lord God had made. He came to Eve and posed a seemingly innocent question. Did God actually say, "You shall not eat of any tree in the garden"? Eve replied that they could eat from any tree except the one in the middle of the garden, lest they die. But the serpent's forked tongue unleashed his venomous deception. "You will not surely die. For God knows that when you eat of it, your eyes will be opened, and you will be like God, knowing good and evil." And when the woman saw that the tree was good for food, and a delight to the eyes, and that the tree was to be desired to make one wise, she took of its fruit and ate. She also gave some to her husband who was with her, and he ate. In that fateful moment, Adam and Eve's eyes were opened, but not to become like God. Instead, they saw their own nakedness and felt something they had never known: shame. They sewed fig leaves together in a futile attempt to cover their guilt and vulnerability. When they heard the sound of the Lord walking in the garden, Adam and Eve hid themselves, severing the intimate relationship they once enjoyed with their Creator. But you cannot hide from God. God called Adam, "Where are you?" Adam responded, "I heard the sound of you in the garden, and I was afraid because I was naked, and I hid myself." And so began the tragic cycle of sin, blame, and broken relationship. Adam pointed to Eve, Eve pointed to the serpent, but in the end, they had chosen to disobey the clear command of their Maker. Curses were pronounced. The serpent cursed to crawl on his belly. Eve's anguish multiplied in childbirth. Adam's labor multiplied through painful toil. And they were exiled from the garden, barred from the tree of life, lest they live forever in their fallen condition. As Adam and Eve passed through the gates out of paradise, the path was sealed by a cherubim with a flaming, spinning sword. Their willful disobedience had ruptured humanity's relationship with God and subjected all creation to decay and death. But even in the darkness of that tragic day, a ray of hope pierced through. For in the curse upon the serpent, God declared that a descendant of Eve would one day crush the serpent's head. The seed of the woman would give birth to the one who would make all things new again. And so the journey of fallen humanity began outside those Eden gates. A journey marred by sin's stain, yet illuminated by the promise that our Maker is in the business of redemption and restoration. The story was just beginning.